So let's get started because the reader and Rose would love to check out our community, Sally. So I might get you to introduce yourself first. What's the reason you're here? Oh, are you still coughing for?
As I'm coughing. Sorry about that. So I am a coach for teenagers, high achieving teens and their parents. And I met Catherine through a mastermind group that I was in, and I was just really, just a few things that she was sharing and talking about, and I was like, oh, that sounds really interesting. I'll catch up with her later on. And yeah, we saw each other again in January, something like that. And yeah, and I was just really interested in the spiritual work and sort of the community, this beautiful group of ladies that she has gathered around. So here I am.
Beautiful. We'll tap into that definitely with the spiritual aspect in how we're building ourselves, our community, our business, as well as our family as well. Okay, so ladies, how about I get the reader to share what would be your expectation joining us for this couple of calls?
Oh, to me, it was just a thing of seeing what you guys are all about.
So when you say you want to know what are we all about, so is that something that you're after for yourself?
Nothing that stands out. It's just a matter of seeing put it this way, seeing how everybody ticks, what's going on.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's just like Sally said, she has been to various containers, but once you came here, she knows the difference. Because if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you go with a group of people that will help you. Beautiful. Well, I might get Anna to join us now because I'm sure she's on her phone now by the look of her angle. You are not muted. You are not unmute, Anna.
All right. Sorry, guys. As you get stronger in your spiritual zone, things tend not to want to work for you and do strange things. Like my laptop now plays music, but I've got nothing open. And it's the spiritual music they've got playing, and I tried to shut the computer down and start it up again to get the Zoom on, and it's not working. But yeah, okay, so I'm sorry I'm late, and I do apologize for my tardiness, but I really did have a good excuse because the computer just isn't logging on now. So I've started on the phone.
Yeah, you're not done.
Sorry, and what was the question now that I've digressed?
What's the reason you're here? Yes, the reader is like, what are you guys talking about?
No, I am here. I know Davida knows that. That's a practical answer, Davida. It's all about how we feel and and trying to search for where you belong inside. It's not necessarily, you're in a group of people with a group of people to go out and party every day, and it's a totally different community. It is about love and sharing. It's about having a platform where we're safe. As a business exec, I was, I'd always have candid conversations with my employees, management, and what have you. But to actually have friends that sat there and listened to what I had to say when I had a special gut feeling about something, they'd freak out. And if I got emotional, they'd freak out because Anna doesn't cry. Has anyone heard that, guys? Has someone said to you, you're too strong, you shouldn't be crying, I can't handle this? I'll call you later, right? I'll call you later. Or even better, I don't know what I'm doing here. It's just driving me insane. And then they hear this, but Anna, you've always known what you're doing. And you're so confident. And I go, yeah, I'm bearing my soul here. I'm vulnerable, guys. I just want someone to talk to me and work with me and what I'm feeling. That didn't happen. So until I met Catherine last year, and I'm just growing strength from strength to strength. So, that's why I'm here, because I've got a community, I've got sisters, I've got people that understand me. They might all have different traumas, they might have different issues. We might come from different ends of the spectrum. We might come from different worlds, you know, dimensions, countries, whatever you want to call. But here we are one. It doesn't matter where you come from. You have a voice, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah. So no matter where you came from, you just as you are, right? There's no difference. I love you ladies meet Helen, but possibly Helen been pulling off her food these few days. She's resting because she's very diverse and special to us as well. So Rose, what would be your expectation by joining us?
I didn't really have any expectations. I sort of just, like I only just joined 5 minutes ago, whatever it was. I sort of just go wherever my gut takes me. And this was where it was. So it sounds like I ended up in the right place though. So that's good.
I love what you're saying, that it's just in my gut feeling. I know this is where I'm heading, because in fact, I only chatted with Rose 2 days ago, if not long, you know, if we just this week, because as I feel, it's like, I need to talk to her. And you will be very soon hear us that say, I just feel that I need to talk to her. And Sally is going to laugh because she said, she's going to pull out all her crystal later on, because we all love our crystal. Yeah, fantastic. So we're not just a spiritual group of light, you know, we only eat vegetarian, we all vegan, and we all, you know, but the fact is we're practical. I'm here to help you to bridge the gap, the 3D and the 4D world, or even the 5D, because I believe that we are on this earth for a very special calling, and I'm here to guide you guys to get to where you want to be. But along the way, you're not going to lose anything. In fact, you're going to gain your tribe here, that our tribe is called the Soul Sisterhood, that you have sisters, and not just any sister. The sister will not leave you behind. The sister will stand by you. And for that person, I'm going to call Tamara to introduce herself of she's not alone anymore.
No, not at all. So it's been really interesting week. So I'm Tamara. I am newly separated from my husband at the end of last year in December. Things have been escalating with his behaviour recently, and he cut my internet off 2 nights ago. Now he knows I need my internet to work. So he's cut me out of all the accounts. He's cut off all my credit cards, all that sort of thing. So I've had support from Anna over the last few days to try and help me get my internet set up and working. Still a few teething problems with it, but we're getting there. But it means, as Catherine said, we're not alone. We've got that support and we've got people around us helping us. So we'll get it sorted and we'll get it working. So I'm here so I can join.
Well, this is one very strong woman here. I mean, it's really just 6 months she's gone through separation and the divorce is proceeding. But I would like to ask her, before she starts in this container, what was her business like?
It was there and it was starting, but now it's growing. My goal is to have a minimum of 6 clients a week, which I've hit this week. Last month, I averaged 7 and 8 clients a week, which is really good. So really happy with that. And before that, it was about 1 or 2 or 3. So, but yeah, so I'm happy with that.
Would you like to elaborate on what you do for a living? Because having 6 clients a week does not say much.
No, it doesn't. I'm a counsellor, a specialist relationships and sex therapist. So I work with people in the LGBT community, the kink, the BDSM community, and the polyamorous communities. So I work with marginalised communities with, I'm not going to say alternative, but non-traditional relationship styles. So very specialised area of counselling.
So what's the differences with have such a growth like within 6 months only for business?
I think just that belief in myself, that, you know, that manifestation and belief, and just the support and knowing that I'll be okay and I'll get through it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
Beautiful. All right. Anne-Marie looks very busy. This is a lady who has 7 kids. That's why you look at her, it's like she's spinning.
She's always busy.
You're muted.
I was just reading the comment.
I like
Sally was
that
saying-
chilled wine from the fridge.
Chilled wine from the fridge. I wish I had some, but I have cloudy
Too many
cider,
lilies. Yeah,
cloudy
I-
cider,
Yeah.
cruises. Yeah.
I
Crappy
don't,
stuff.
I don't think I have any beer. I mean, I don't think I have any wine.
She hasn't matured her taste buds yet. She's still not into the wine yet. She's
Oh,
too young.
Mm,
Look at her
no, I
face.
only like Moscato. I only like Moscato.
Yeah, see, your taste buds haven't
not
matured
matured
yet, Anne-Marie.
Oh,
We all
Yeah,
start off with
Moscato.
Moscato because it's sweet,
ugh.
and then we mature, and then we we graduate,
Is that what you
and
call
then
it?
and then sometimes it decides it's going to kill you, so you just don't drink it.
I thought it was lolly water. Lolly water. Ugh.
Well, before I met Anna, I was only a Merlot girl. Now what am I drinking?
Shiraz.
It's dangerous. So be very considerate before you join in this container. Like, the lolly water doesn't work here.
The universe, the Sacred Mother supplies us with this bounty of beautiful grapes. Why would I not want to share in them? That's it. And if I can find someone else that can drink the wine without dying, like Tamara, I know that Evie can have it, but Tamara I need an EpiPen around when she's near a wine. Shocking.
Well, Sally, it's not you start with sweet, then get more sour as we get older. As we age, we just age as good as the red wine, and it's more tastier, and the aroma just roam around your mouth, right, Tamara?
I did enjoy it before it decided it didn't like me.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Enough fun. We also have fun at the same time, but like, don't get Catherine to start to coming down on you to start to whip you into shape and get things done, because few of you will have story to share like Tamara to whip her into shape. Not the way that she would counsel people, but into her business. Look at her smile. It's like she knows me.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, so welcome again. And because we have some guests here and they would like to check out more of our community, so I would believe it's beneficial for us to go through our 3 pillar. So before I come out, like, who remember the 3 pillars?
Yeah,
Anna,
want me to-
what do you have
okay.
to ask for permission?
Okay. Radiance, rapport, and rain.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it doesn't mean anything, right? But what does that
No.
mean by having radiance? Okay. As I said, I'm not just a business coach or any coach. I'm a coach and a guide for you. All right. So I totally believe that if we don't have a healthy body, healthy mind, it's not going to work. Because a lot of us has been very successful in our own right, in our profession, in our business, but we might have lost it in the middle of it. Because when we were too busy for our business or too busy for our family, we don't have time to look after ourselves. For us women, a lot of us, when you ask them, it's like we are too busy. So radiance is, I would love to look at us as the radiant inside out. We start with working on our body, our soul, and spirit. So with 3 pillars, that's why I say it's a 12 weeks program. So every month we focus on 1 pillar. And today we just in time starting on our first pillar on the body, which we're going to do about 10-15 minutes teach. But then the more important thing is the implementation after the call for your next 7 days. Okay, because normally on a Thursday, we share about our wins. Everyone go around the room and let each other know what we have achieved during the week, whether it's big or small, or whether we haven't finished yet, because we still have a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to go for. And then Monday morning, as we gather together at 6 a.m., we set our intention. So we are totally accountable to each other. But today we are very special to have some guests. So I'll get our girls to go into the Facebook group to share your win for this week. Because we have a very special private Facebook group and chat as well, because the chat go crazy during the day, and Sally can attest to that. It's like, it's not just about business. but we are there with each other, even though she live in Wagga Wagga. Okay, so
You can say it right. Wagga wagga. Wagga wagga, mate. It's
Wagga
wagga wagga.
Wagga. It's me.
Wog, wog,
Gosh.
wog, wog.
Correct me my English, okay? I don't mind. Me no English. Okay, all right. So this is the first pillar. We need to look after ourselves, and we tap into our spiritual world as well, that we believe in the higher powers. And we have our own right to have our own beliefs. So I said that as I'm a Christian, I call Jesus Christ as my Lord. But other ladies here believe that's a higher power with the divine and the universe. So I'm still yet to learn Sally's language. Is yours a God, the universe, or the divine, or the higher power? Because we all have our own language. Okay, so this is the gist of it. And then the second part is about the rapport, means I would like to see all of us to have harmonious relationship with ourselves. Because when we don't know how to love ourselves, or what, not very good at loving ourselves and fill our cup, how possible is it for us to fill others people's cup and leading other people as well? And then in a sense that the inner circle is where we are at. So I'm not saying that you only can have your inner circle within this tribe, but we encourage you to have your own people that will have your back no matter what's happening. Because I can share with you with stories about how I might have failed in my business, how I might have got myself in trouble. Okay, but I know my girlfriend, like in this container, will stand by me. I also have other girlfriends who will stand by me. And last but not least is the soulmate, that when I get really naughty with stuff, not talking about the bedroom things and stuff like that, but with my husband, he will not call me name or being stupid to make a mistake. When he knows that I got into trouble, which very often, he say, honey, what could I do for you? So I would love to have you all of you to have a partner that will stand by your side to travel with you in this journey. So therefore, the second pillar, we look at our relationship, but most of all, I would love to see you guys being your, not just a happy self, but becoming unapologetic about who you are and stand for what you believe in. Because for too many years, not just women, a lot of people has been conditioned, only told what you could and you could not do. So I would love to see you guys being true to yourself. Okay, the last pillar is rain. When we talk about wealth creation, it's not just about making money. Wealth creation meant a lot of things. It's just like very closely connected to the radiant of, without health, we won't be able to enjoy our wealth as well. But while we're creating our wealth, would we be able to be having more creativities, actually doing what you love and get paid every day you're doing your love of your life in your business, in your career, and you're passionate about everything you do. Except when I say coming to zero accounting, I will say to my accountant, I hate this. Does anyone love accounting here?
I don't like accounting, but I do it because it has to get done.
Yeah. But most of all is the majority in my business, I'm passionate about seeing you all growing. That's my purpose here and guiding you guys. Okay. And contribution is about the last things, about us making contribution to one another, not just the society. Here in the container, a lot of us have a lot of, chit chat, not just chit chat, but out of this call, we have a lot of conversation and supporting one another. And therefore will help us to make contribution is, what are your true calling on this earth, on this planet, that you will make contribution to the society, to the people around you. And therefore you will truly live the fullest of life in that aspect. Okay, so any question about the 3 pillars? No. Fantastic. Or have I confused you guys? It's like, what are you talking about, Catherine? You spoke so fast.
It's about your commitment to each component of how you live. We're taught how to go and get a job. We're taught how to do a job. We're never taught how to be parents. We're taught how to make money. We're not taught how to really look beyond money, look
Mm.
beyond that wealth, that need, that necessity, the want. I want it to create choices in life. But one of the things that you don't look at is self-worth, self-care, and that's many of us. You know,
Yeah.
that's just, I'm just putting it out there.
Good on you. So it's not just about whether self-care or not, but when it comes down to it, is our belief in ourselves as well. A lot of us very capable, but how many of us have experienced glass ceiling? You want to do something, you get to a certain point, but you know you could go further, but you don't know why. It's just like this dynamic or like, you know, synergy that you play soccer, you run all the way across the field with the soccer ball, and you're just about to kick the soccer into the net. But for some reason, no one is stopping you, no one is blocking you, but you just stood there and froze. Anyone could identify with that? Okay, because I can see all of you guys are very gifted. It's just like Rose said, I just know I need to come here. But the knowing might not be clear about, huh? And Anna would say the story, like when she met me, she saw me like sparkling up, like, I don't have that many diamonds, so he's not sparkling.
Diamonds don't attract me. The
Ew,
sparkle I
I'm
talk
gonna tell
about.
you the diamonds, man.
The crystal.
I will have that given to me, but that's not what attracts me. It's your spark, your shine. Your shine attracts me.
It really-
Everyone here. She's playing with the crystal. That's terrible. I'm just going to have to
Oh,
get
do
mine
you?
down. All right, you ready? That's actually Tamara's. You like that? That's Tamara's. I'm safe keeping this one.
You didn't show it properly. You got to turn it around the other way.
Oh, no, don't do that. I'll get in trouble. Look. All right, it's okay. It has many purposes, but hey.
I didn't realize it looked like that until my girlfriend pointed it out to me.
Yeah.
Tamara.
And now she can only see one thing in it. It's like, yeah.
Oh, well, Davida and Rose excuse our naughtiness, but we're just having fun.
Enjoy.
Yeah, Benna, it's everyone here would have had something, a knowing, a reason, something that you don't have to understand, you just accept about yourself. And sometimes you doubt yourself in what you're accepting. And it's ridiculous, but when you go with your gut feeling, it's usually right. All of us have experienced it.
Definitely. And since Anna's been talking as well, I might get her keep talking because I can't stop her.
No, I shouldn't be the only one talking. Everyone's experienced it. You know, when, like, for instance, Rose, you said you had a gut feeling. I'm pretty sure it's not your only gut feeling to do this. You know, you've done gut feelings most of your life. I can't hear you.
Oh.
Can't hear you.
If you go into your little speaker, and if you hit the arrow up, just check and make sure that it's going through your headphones, your microphone. Does it give you different options for your headset, microphone?
Yeah, it was working just now, so I don't know why it was not working. Unplug your headset and see what you do.
Oh, just a sec. I heard it then.
Oh, okay.
Did that fix it?
Yep.
Yes.
I just needed to unplug and replug. No, electronic things don't like me a lot.
Welcome to our world.
Welcome to our world. Welcome to our world. That shows that your energy is up and it interferes with the electronic fields.
Yeah, no, they dislike me, but I live most of my life listening to my gut. And when I don't, because I doubt myself, something always goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. And then I think, why didn't I listen to myself in the first place?
Yep.
Yeah. It's wonderful if you just keep moving in that direction.
Yes.
and that never doubt yourself. Where would you be now?
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, that's it.
And that's
Mm.
okay, because we've all done it.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
But we've also all been taught not to listen to it.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when we hear, when we sense, when we see, when we feel from our gut, we need to learn to trust that, then take the action. So this is a very 3 simple steps that we would, teach as well in the container about our intuition. Okay. So, but because tonight we're going to talk about our body. I'm not talking about different body shape and size, because when we come to health, doesn't mean that when our body is look like a pear shape, look like an apple shape, look like a, what other shape that they normally do is doesn't matter. But I would like to have Anna to share is what's happened? Because your health is Anna met me and then she got really sick. And then she
It was
came.
your fault.
she
It was
got
your
really
fault.
sick.
It was your fault, because all of a sudden I released everything that I've been blocking. I had the time to reflect and go through, and everything came out. I'd not been sick like that. I can't even recall when I've been sick. One after the other. I was sick last year, I think 3 or 4 times. I was even lying next to my grandson who was sick, and we're both laying in bed for nearly 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. But that was because it was time. I stopped running, I stopped moving, and I started listening. So the body and the energy levels were rising. I was unblocking and releasing, and as a result, your body cleanses. It cleans itself out, and it comes out in different waves at different times. So every time you unblock something, something else happens. For instance, I'm becoming really tired, or my interference on electronic stuff is accelerated. They start the energy or the beings or whatever you want to call them. Tamara and I are watching TV. We were watching a particular show, and the TV switched off at this particular point of this particular show. It just switched off. She goes, oh, did we have it was a power outage? I said, I don't know. We'll switch it back on. We switched it back on. We started playing the same bit, got to the same bit, and it switched itself off. I went and checked.
And it wasn't just the internet, the TV shut down.
Yeah. So I went and had a look at the NBN connection, did all the normal tech things, put it back up, and we sat down and he watched it, and then it switched off again. I said to her, I don't think they want us to watch this.
Yeah. All right.
So we started watching something else.
That's right. So now we listen. If it doesn't want us to watch it, it goes onto a grey screen.
Which is the spinning wheel of death.
And then we go, okay, well, we're not watching this. We're going to change it. And now when we listen to spiritual music, I only have to flick it onto YouTube. It's already picked which one we're going to watch.
And if we try to watch something different, the spinning wheel of death comes up. So it's like, okay, we come back to that first one that you wanted us to watch.
What it happened, you know how it's the same thing as the moon rises when our moon tides and women have their
Cycle.
their cycle. The same thing happens when you're in a community of women. That power starts to create. It starts to vibrate. There's a frequency that's created. So not just us, it's not just myself and Tamara. It's Catherine, it's Anne-Marie, it's Katrina. We all start to feel one another. So Katrina sent us a message one morning. One message to her, one message to me. You guys okay?
What you guys okay? What are you watching? Stop it.
So and we're like, oh, okay, that means we're not allowed to watch it because this particular program wouldn't let us watch it. Yeah. And she contacted us. So we went, okay, that's a sign. Turn it off.
Well, that's why I had the watchers out there watching you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, definitely, as we tap into the spiritual power, we notice because that's very much happened to me the first few times, isn't it? When you guys came on, my electronic wasn't working.
Yeah.
So now it's stable. Don't ask me.
Sometimes When you go to the next level like you did 2 weeks ago, even your sound bowls weren't working. It was,
All right. But tell us, Anna, without going on special diet or any special exercise, I'm not saying don't just eat anything or just don't do any exercise, but in terms of your weight, what's been happening?
well, it's dropped. It's dropped because I've stopped. I'm healing the inside. I'm taking the time to love myself and accept who I am. And, you know, I've never worried about my weight. I don't really, because I'm always moving. It's not like I'm sitting down and doing nothing. I'm always moving. But it's now dropping. But I'm eating consistently. We've got a great master chef over there, Tamara. So whenever I go to her place or Catherine's, she whips up stuff. And I might as well say Davida makes the best cottage pie ever.
Oh, we can't wait.
And whenever I want something nice, warm and wholesome, it's a cottage pie. And Anne-Marie is also a chef. So I'm eating properly, guys. I'm not rushing and having a sarnie, a sandwich. I'm actually getting meals. So I'm very lucky. And the thing is, I'm sitting down to enjoy. Sally, you probably relate this. You're rushing past. It's already 3 o'clock. You haven't had lunch, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
sorry, eating it as I walk down the corridor to the next meeting.
That's right.
Mhm.
Get the PA.
Yep.
It's going to pick you something up. It's just one of those things. But
Hot chips. Give me
Yeah.
hot chips.
I don't eat takeaway in general. The girls will tell you that.
Cool.
I don't do the KFC. Oh, I can't do it. Yeah.
Feel
But
it is,
anyway,
She
but
loves KFC. She's over exaggerating.
Oh yeah, she eats it all the time.
who are we talking about? Catherine?
You.
No way.
all right. Settle down, children.
That's some unholy stuff that comes into your body. You know, that's just
Shut up
unholy.
and take my money.
Yeah.
Shut up and take my money.
So, yep, okay, settle down, children. That's why I said when I have to come down hard on you guys. If we go on, we will be here till 8 o'clock tonight. Oh, look at that face. All right. So, but it's not going to be hard about the teach, but it's a reminder because a lot of things we do here. It's not that you guys don't know, but by knowing, is it going to get you to where you want to be? All right. Because nowadays, I remember my days at uni. I have to go to, I'm showing my age now, I had to go to the library, get the reference books. Oh no, go and search, still have a computer, knowing where the references is, but then I have to go to every single bookshelf to look for my reference. And if I was lucky to stay there all night to read this through, it's okay. But I mostly will have to photocopy and bring it home to try to do my research and my project. I have a master's degree. So for those who have a PhD will understand that my pain in those days of getting the references. And yes, Tamara, you're lucky. You did your degree last few years. Everything come on the internet.
Yep.
Okay. But the fact is, it's great to be refreshed, but then it's the action that we need to take. All right, so tonight's teach, I would start from the beginning because we have some new ladies here. It will be worthwhile for us to visit like the 4 hormones. So we have 4 happy hormones. Who could name them?
Come on, Anne-Marie, you've been doing your chemistry. What are they?
I know, she has been studying as well.
She's amazing. She's got her business starting. She's got she's doing what do you call it? Naturopathy.
Naturopathy.
I got it right there. Oh my gosh.
Let her speak, Anna.
One is oxytocin.
Start with D.
Pardon?
Start with a D, one of those. So
Dopamine.
S.
Serotonin. Wait, no, I said serotonin, didn't I?
Yes.
Oh no, I said oxytocin. Serotonin.
Oxytocin, serotonin.
And
Last one.
endorphin. So you all familiar with all these 4 hormones? You all know the inside out how it works? No. Okay. Well, as I said, we all heard about it, but the fact is the knowing is how deep and how well and how are we going to make use of it. We know that it is important to do exercise. The reason we do exercise is, anyone want to have a go? Just to keep my body slim, or?
Dopamine.
Okay, so the fact is dopamine and serotonin, when we exercise, we produce these two. But anyone of you actually know someone who love to go to the gym and could go to the gym for 3 times a day?
That would be my brother.
Has he got like, you see Mary, like, you know, Anne-Marie, we asked like, you see Mary, I want to have a man with 6-pack.
He is married with children.
Only kidding. Yeah, so do you think it's a healthy thing that he go to the gym 3 times a day?
He uses it to get dopamine because the ADHD is not medicated.
Mm.
So he medicates himself with exercise.
Okay, so that is a release. I'm glad. But the fact is, the dangerous is when we are over exercise, we actually create a lot of dopamine and it become addictive. It's not because the dopamine is addictive. I know Davida has a PhD in some in science field as well. It's not the hormone that we get addicted. It's the experience that we go through in our brain, in our neural pathway, get us want to go and repeat the same behavior to enjoy that high. But the good thing is, when we are created, serotonin is actually help us to balance that. Okay, so if we look at that, is what does that say? Oh, just give me a moment. My iPad has freeze for me. Okay, so if we look at dopamine, it's actually give us the enable us our motivation, help us with our learning and having pleasure as well. So Anne-Marie, if you want to feel like you're stuck with your study, go out for a walk, boost up your dopamine. And for us ladies, if we have been sitting at the desk, sometimes get up, even just go and get a coffee, you might feel different. Okay, but the good thing about serotonin is about our social power, helping you to feel confident. Okay, and dopamine, even if we say is a you know, help you to overcome your physical pain, but dopamine is very important in order to help us. What does that mean? To enhance our mood. It's an enhancer. And oxytocin, we don't just talk about sex. Tamara. We actually can
That's my job. That's my job.
But it's about helping us to have the trust and motivation in building a sustainable relationship. So that's the gist of it. But what more important is, we are so busy. Catherine, you're telling me that I need to exercise more or move our body. Who's here would love to be able to have the time and exercise?
Yep.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. But go on, Hannah.
Just do, you know, just pick up, just walk out and do 100 steps saying thank you. Right? Just thank you for every step, and you will find that you will travel more. It is important. I only do it from here in my estate, and I walk around my estate, and that, although it's not a lot of exercise, it is still something where I'm getting the air.
Yeah.
Well, I'm feeling the earth.
Yeah, the fresh air. Fantastic. So
yeah,
what's okay, but what if none of us here love exercise? I'm the first one to put my hand up. Anyone got fired by their personal trainer?
Yeah, I know someone.
Yeah, you know her very well, Ju.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
actually got fired by my personal trainer. When I want to start my new year, he told me, I don't think you are suitable for me. I actually still can laugh about it. So going to the gym, repetitive movement, I'd rather you kill me. Okay. So one
I
thing is
used to love it.
good on you.
I
don't.
did my Cert 4 in personal training, so I'm actually a personal trainer.
Yeah. So if you want to torture me, make me to do repetitive stuff, I'm actually going to try. Okay. A lot of things I'm not scared.
Good.
This lady knows that I'm fearless. But if you kept me doing the same thing over and over again.
There's so much I want to say to Tamara right now. I'll just leave that one alone.
Okay. So let's stick with the dopamine. So besides exercising, what else do you think you guys could do? The gist of it is, my experience is, you need to find something you love that you'll be able to motivate to go out. What Anna shared is, we also talk about the gratitude practice, the magic. That's a book that we use in the container, practicing our gratitudes. So as you walk, you get more energy, because when we being grateful, we increase our frequency. The megahertz is 528. A healthy person, normally is our body, our megahertz is around 58 to 62. Okay, all this information you can do a Google. I don't have the exact number. But what is it that you could do to actually think about using one stone to kill two birds? What I have discovered myself is, I love nature. So I go out hiking. I get to see outside. I don't have to put myself in the four walls to go to the gym. But nothing wrong to go to the gym, because some people actually get the excitement of doing that repetitive, because we all are different. So I want you to think about, start thinking for the next 7 days, what one thing you could help yourself to be active, moving your body. Okay. And then not just about movement. What are the food? I wish Katrina here. I actually call her, like, are you coming to the call? Because Katrina is our naturopath as well, and she finished work at 6:30, means she can't really get onto the call. I said, I'm going to talk about the food. I need you here to help us. So maybe I get her prodigies to tell us what are the food that is rich in thyrosin? Is that right? Tyrosine. This is Latin, it's not English. Okay, the thyrosin is actually rich in what? It's rich in protein. Okay, so throughout our diet is important as well. Remember, you eat fish, egg, almonds, and avocado. Are these your regular food in your everyday? So it's something for you to consider. It's not just about exercise to increase our dopamine. Okay, and what else? Even writing a to-do list and take off your task. That's why we always set goal or set intention at the beginning of each week, is 3 intentions on top of what your regular tasks are, like home duty and things like that. And when you written it down, each day you have 3 tasks to accomplish. And as you make the tick, that simple tick, when you accomplish something, you increase your dopamine. Any one objective to me about that. When you have that list, not about 100 things, but only 3 in a day, when you take it, any one of us will feel good. It's like, yes, I've done it. Okay, instead of keeping the list in your head, how many of us actually keep a list in our head?
Always.
Yeah,
always.
Okay, so Anna have done the practice. She's one of those who I always keep a journal in the morning.
And at night too. Yep.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't doing this. So we can't wait to get to Bali next week. We're actually going to Bali next Saturday to do our retreat. Okay, all right, I'm sidetracked. All right, listen to music as well. We're going to help you with your dopamine. But how about oxytocin? We have a sex therapist here. Besides having sex to increase your oxytocin, what else do you think you could do to increase your oxytocin?
Touch, hugs, connection. So
Yes.
it can be as simple as, you know, looking into someone's eyes, having a nice deep conversation, the simple touch, the hug, kisses, you know, all those regular things. They say human beings actually need at least 2 hugs a day to survive, 3 or 4 to thrive. So we actually need hugs every day, and it's just the touch. It's that touch and it's that hug, and that's the oxytocin that helps us, you know, survive and thrive.
That is so important, isn't it?
Mhm.
Also, having meaningful conversation and active listening. But listening is also going to help you to increase the oxytocin. So for a counselor, the active listening. All right, Sally, I'll see you soon. Yeah, watch the recording, because this will be important, and go into the group and tell us what you're going to do in the next 7 days. So we're going to watch you. Okay. Thank you for coming. All right. Where else? Yeah, showing empathy. That connection is really important to help us to have increase our oxytocin. So what other food do you think you could eat to increase your oxytocin?
Chocolate.
Yeah. Not just any chocolate, dark chocolate. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the chemistry name. No chemistry. Tryptophan. TRYPTOPHAN. Is that
Tryptophan.
I was going to say tryptophan.
yeah?
It's
all right.
tryptophan.
Thank you, Davida.
She's a biologist, so I am not afraid to let you know. I don't freaking know how to pronounce it.
Are you a biologist?
Microbiologist, darling. She's a
Oh,
Oh,
micro.
even better. Yeah.
I loved that subject.
So lo and behold, turkey come up with like, please don't make me to eat turkey. It's one of the tasteless meat. Sorry. Maybe I'll try tomorrow.
I was going to say, I'll cook turkey for you and it won't be tasteless.
Love it then. The bloody Australian way of cooking turkey is so dry. Sorry.
They don't know how to cook it properly.
I know. I never
Was
had
that a
turkey.
dig? Was that a dig? Okay, I'm just putting it out.
Oh, it just all right. Bananas, dark chocolate, and nuts. So that is going to help. This balanced diet, healthy body, healthy mind. How about serotonin? Besides exercise, what else do you think could increase your serotonin?
Joy, happiness. It's your thoughts, your positive thinking, the attitude.
Mhm.
How you start the day is so dependent on how you'll thrive on the day.
Yep.
So
What more to do is remember to get some sunlight. It will help you
absolutely.
increase your serotonin. So we often talk about the chakra, but which is the energy center as well. Top of the head to increase our 7th chakra energy is actually have more fresh air, sunlight that is going to help you to increase your serotonin as well. Okay, but what more is the meditation? And who
Mhm.
else like a massage?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Here.
Talking about self-care, we can actually incorporate so many things to help us. Okay, but how about the food then? What else do you think you could eat?
Avocados.
Yes.
Avocados, yes, because in the same, chemistry group as well, similar. Avocados, salmon, chicken or poultry, spinach, tofu for those vegetarians. A lot of nuts are good for us as well. Yeah, I know Anna can't stand tofu, but I'm not.
Do you like
Just a-
cardboard? I don't like cardboard for some unknown reason.
You're not eating the right one.
I was
Then.
going to say, you're not eating good tofu.
It's the same as tripe.
No,
Sure.
tripe's different. But
Tripe's there. Yeah.
I love tripe.
Yeah, right,
So-
okay.
but
Look at it. Rose agrees.
Love it. I'm Chinese, so I eat anything have their back to the sky. So that's summarize a lot of things.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't ask what she has on the table when she's serving. I just go, yeah, okay. Don't say it. Just don't.
I just put in my thermomix and blend it for you to be a bowl of soup, so you wouldn't know. Okay, but also maintaining meaningful relation is going to help you to increase the serotonin. Therefore, none of us here are called to be an island. Okay,
Absolutely.
reaching out is going to help you with that. How about endorphin? Last but not least.
Mm.
laughter, exercise.
Lots of laughter.
And guess what? Not just laughter. By having a good cry is going to increase your endorphin as well. And doing new experience. Who has done skydiving here? Wow, Rose, what was that like?
I love the bit where you fall out of the plane and you're doing the free falling. And then I got bored while we were just going along with the parachute. So I want to do the gliding now where you jump out and then glide for a while before you open the parachute.
You're actually doing the gliding. Do you belong to a club?
I would love to do it. I can't do it right now because I have some health issues going on, but eventually I'll get there.
Oh,
That's
I'm
it.
so glad that I'm not the only thrill seeker here anymore.
I was going to say, I'm sure Rose sounds like she'd enjoy base jumping.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm a bit worried that the parachute wouldn't open in time or I'd forget to pull it entirely.
Well, that sounds very
See,
familiar.
I want to do hang gliding. I want to try
Yeah,
hang
that
gliding.
would be awesome.
Yeah. All right. So again, practicing deep breathing exercise, meditation, it will help us to increase our endorphin, surprisingly. But what kind of food, again, to increase your endorphin? Dark chocolate. How could you miss that, Tamara? You love
I can always answer dark
Strawberries,
chocolate. It doesn't mean that it's
strawberries,
right. Strawberries,
Yo.
Oh,
raspberries.
don't talk about to her about
Chili,
strawberries and
chili,
cream.
chili does
Oh,
it.
I've
Chili
got
does
some
that.
strawberries. I might dip in some dark chocolate tonight.
Oh, yum. Yeah. But yeah, spicy food.
Where were they when I was there?
Huh? Sorry, I'm missing the
I
concept.
didn't buy them. We didn't go and buy strawberries.
Okay, that's fine.
But I can have them next time you're here, Miss Anna.
It's
Get
okay.
a room, girls.
No,
Okay.
She's
All
she's just jealous.
I know, last bit. Oh, well, I have a husband to answer to, girl. The last but not least, but remember to eat like omega-3 fatty acid. Okay, rich food. So is there anything new to you what we just share? Because I'm sure you guys heard of it, but how often we put into practice? How often we put into practice? Daily.
I know about the chocolate. I'm a big fan of chocolate. A lot of the other stuff, I'm going through some digestive stuff. So I'm doing FODMAPs and all sorts of things.
oh wow.
Hate them. So I'm not liking food much at the moment because it disagrees with me.
Well,
Okay.
you're in the right group, honey, because there's a number of us that got issues.
There's a number of us. Yep.
Yeah, they told me I had Crohn's just recently. So
Mm.
I'm going through all that at the moment.
Mhm.
We need to get you in touch with Katrina because she works with a lot of people that have, digestive issues, Crohn's disease, pancreatic issues, as well as and menopausal, and she specializes in that for women in particular.
Okay. So like tonight we addressed mainly about our physical health, but the fact is, Rose, I might be pick on you tonight because you said I don't like food or I hate food at the moment, or what was the exact sentence? I don't want to make.
I don't like it at the moment because it's making me quite ill.
Oh no.
Yeah, we feel you because I love food. I could not imagine when I put the food in my body, I feel sick. I can't.
think it's because everything has to be so bland. Like I can't have onion, I can't have garlic, I can't. And I'm like, okay, here's some nice cardboard for me. Yay.
Yeah.
No, you're in that. Rose, my daughter can't have garlic, tomato, can't have, can't, there's a whole list of stuff that I can't cook for her.
Yeah.
So,
And then I went through something similar probably about, let's see, about 2005, 2006, when my body decided it was going to give me anaphylaxis when I eat sulfites. So hence the allergy to the wine, hence the allergy to grapes, to all sorts of things. So I understand that not liking food, because I went through a whole stage where I had no idea what I could eat, and I'd eat something and have a reaction.
Yeah, we already knew we couldn't have onion. We knew we couldn't have garlic. Now they don't even know what I can't have. So just trial and error.
So you're going through that whole food diary, food elimination sort of thing.
Yeah.
One of the best things to leave out of all is flour, white flour.
I got told I have an allergy to this thing I cannot pronounce, which is what they use to preserve flour. So I'm pretty sure it's in absolutely everything, which might explain some stuff.
Do yourself a favor, go to gluten-free flour if you are going to use flour. Don't use normal flour. Flour in itself causes an inflammation, no matter what you do.
Oh, there you go. So gluten-free.
So
I just got the gluten-free bread recently.
Yeah, start with that.
Go for gluten-free flour or anything that is gluten-free. Get rid of anything to do with normal flour. It's
Yeah,
one of the worst things around.
and have lots and lots of butter to go on top of it.
Lactose intolerant, so I'm doing like non-butter, which is making me so sad because I used to eat butter anyway, but
Butter
Right.
doesn't usually have lactose in it.
Yeah. Real butter doesn't have.
Have
oh,
you
there you go.
Go for
Have-
organic.
Have you tried, if you do have anything with lactose, there's Lactase. It's a tablet that supposedly works to help. I don't know. I've just heard about
Yeah,
it.
no, I have tried. There's two different ones. There's lactase and something else. I forget what the other one was. They do nothing. But that's okay. I
Okay.
don't like a lot of milk anyway, so it worked out well.
But
what-
yeah, the lactose is usually in the buttermilk that comes out of the cream when you make the butter.
Yeah.
There you go. I knew it wasn't in hard cheese, but I just tried to ignore that bit. So I didn't look into it too much.
But yeah, so butter doesn't usually contain lactose.
Good to know.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's okay. We made butter the other day.
Mhm.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, how fun is it?
I know,
really?
right? It's great.
So cool.
Look at
I
that.
love
Yeah. But I think
So
we-
yeah, definitely talking to foodies.
we have a lot of expertise here, even with our guests, is very, knowledgeable. So this is where we learn from one another. But what I'm trying to help you to think about, Rose, is what we say about, not just about ourselves, but what we're going to receive, because that has an impact on us as well. When we put them in our body, is our body going to accept it
Mm.
or going to reject it? So I'm not saying don't listen to the medical profession. It's important to have them to test everything, but they don't necessarily correct. Okay. For Anna, there's another testimony about she and Shauna. Okay. And when she told me the situation, I said, I'm sure you met the wrong, not necessarily wrong. They are not doing the right thing by your daughter. I said, go and see my friend.
Yeah.
And here she go. My friend normally is 3 to 6 months waiting list. He did a full rundown of Shauna history and putting all this consultant around Shauna, because Shauna was told, I'm sorry, Anna, how many months that she got to live? Like when I met you, she wasn't
She wasn't going to make it for another 12 months. She was going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just accelerated everything. We've been trying to get the right doctors. We're trying to get the right programs. Nobody knew, nothing. And then I got Ferry involved, and he just made shit happen. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep. Well, even though I'm not a doctor, but don't ask me what specialist I know. Ask me which specialist I don't have in my pocket. That's my joke with my friend. Yeah, Anna was like, who else you don't know, Catherine? I thought like,
Well,
I don't think I know everyone.
It's her network, right? It's her network. All right. So, that's what you get when you with a community of people. We all come from different backgrounds, right? Some of us can help in relationships. Some of us can help you with your diet. Some of us can help you with your medical. Some of us can help you. We've all got a huge network, right? And I was very lucky. Timing. I met Catherine. I then met Ferry. Ferry moved so quickly. He moved mountains for my daughter. So, yeah, I was very lucky.
Yeah, okay. All right. I know it's already 7 o'clock. As I say, it's only 1 hour. I want to respect your time, but I forgot. I said, yes, I finished the teach, and then we start talking because we could be here for another hour to talk. This is just our container. Okay, Rose, just be prepared. We are all really yeti, okay? Because when we go away on trips, like I'm the one who struggled that I can't stay up because this woman doesn't sleep. Okay, but I want you guys to be accountable. Like I know that Rose and Davida don't have our Facebook group access, but for you both, can you type in the one thing you're going to do the next 7 days from where you learn from today? What we have discussed, what you have rediscovered. So girls, I would like you to, for the girls are the regular girls, I would like you to set 3 intentions for the next 7 days, what you have learned from tonight's teach. So for Anna, she's just not doing 100 step. I'm going to challenge her to do the 200 step.
I do 300. I do more than 300 a day.
Okay. So, but she has some way to go. Is scientifically is 7,500 So it's 7,500 steps to maintain our health.
Understood. Understood.
Fantastic. Rose is a quick, wow, walk with your dog every day. Here you go. Was that your usual exercise, or like you're going to set this as your new challenge?
Before I got sick, I was walking him for an hour every day. Now there's days where sometimes I can't walk. So I'm just going to do that every day, whether it's a long walk or a short walk, as long as it's a walk.
Yeah, definitely. So what I would suggest is don't have to aim for the hour. Maybe just go around your block for 10 minutes, see how you go, come back and rest your body. The reason that is like, oh, you're naughty, you got sick, but it's more about respecting our body. Our body is trying to tell you a message.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is this message and what lesson did you learn from this experience? I know it's not pleasant. I'm sorry. I cannot imagine what you're going through right now.
I am pretty sure it's trying to tell me I'm actually a 90-year-old woman. That's what I think we're at.
I love that you still can joke about it. That is a good one.
Yeah, no, look, I've got to get a lot of toxic stuff out and deal with a lot of past issues. So I think they're all just coming up and being like, you know what, if you're going to hold it in, this is what's going to happen to you.
Mhm.
Well, are you listening to what you're being told then? They're telling you what you need to do?
No, I am not listening to any of it. That's why
I'm not
sick.
talking about medical. I'm not talking about medical, honey.
I did all the medical stuff, and then now I'm at the point where, you know what, you're not helping me, you're not telling me anything. So I'm going back to my more natural side.
Yeah.
And listening to what is hurting, why is it hurting, why do I end up in the hospital all the time, and trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
I haven't got a clear message yet about what I'm doing, or I'm not listening or interpreting it correctly. I don't know yet.
That's okay, Rose. If you like, I'm more than happy. We can have a talk during the day, and I can show you a way of keeping your body still and healing from inside and just listening. I'm not talking about stop going to the doctor. I'm talking about just the breath, right? Because when you exercise that part of your body and you start moving in that reflection mode and you quieten down, it actually will come to you. But also you will find that the pain you're feeling, because with Crohn's, you're feeling pain in areas. I had fibromyalgia. Okay.
Yeah, I got diagnosed with that just recently, and I'm like, okay buddy.
Okay. So fibromyalgia is actually it stems from when a trauma that happened, right? So I'm working through my traumas, but I'm healing the inside of my body. I have very little pain now. I might get bouts of, on my leg, but that's because I've been given exercises to do to avoid shin splints. But I'm not in pain like I used to be. All right. So I'm talking through experience in that regard. So just having that time and that space where I am, still helps. It helps. Working with water helps.
I just did a Wim Hof retreat, which is the breathing and then the ice baths.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So I'm going to go do more of that because it was actually helpful.
Yeah, because it actually, the water itself, the cold, it makes you come alive. It just goes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I think it's really important.
Good. Beautiful. All right. So maybe I'll create a chat message for you and Rose to have a private chat so you guys can connect with one another. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good. And then Tamara, is it put down? So Emery, what are you going to do for the next 7 days?
Oh, I am unmuted. Well, I'm gonna finish doing my checklists for my business, and do a little bit of research here and there for uni.
Mm.
And yeah, continue decluttering because I'm in clean mode for some reason at the moment. So
Well, got 7 children, so you won't be having, not enough exercise lifting your kids. But having the least take off definitely going to help you to increase your dopamine as well. All right. Good.
definitely.
Yeah. So Davida, have you decided one new thing that you're going to do?
To carry on decluttering, and secondly, carry on listening to the gut even more.
Beautiful. So proud of you guys to making this commitment, because it's not just saying. When you guys come back on Monday morning, we'll check on this and see how you're going as well.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
Monday morning.
getting ready for Bali, so my focus is pack, walk. I'm meditating anyway, so meditating daily. So yeah.
Okay. Now, any question from tonight's call, like Rose and Davida? How do you guys find it?
Interesting.
In what way?
Basically, stating what one does naturally at times. Sometimes just hearing it makes a difference.
Good. Beautiful. Thank you, Davida, for sharing. Rose, how about you? What's your takeaway tonight?
I had been looking for a group of people who were very similar minded to what I am, and I feel like you guys have a natural flow.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really interesting, and that there are people out there who are similar to me.
Oh, honey, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You're in the we're okay. It's okay to be us here. It's okay for us to
And
go
not just acknowledge that you're weird. That's all. We're all
I
weirdo
don't
here.
care.
like-
I like weird.
You can't.
We like weird.
I like weird. I don't care. I don't.
She's trying to be diplomat now, Rose. It's like, I don't want to scare her now.
That's usually my thing, but I usually like, hello, I'm Rose, I'm weird. Okay, next.
That's it, and that's it, and that's okay. That's okay. The people, I'm not a people pleaser. I don't go out to please people. I don't, never have. But it's nice to have people who are just like me, that accept me for who I am, and I can be as weirder. I can turn around and tell you that we've done some really weird shit on this plate in this container, and it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. It's been great experiences for everybody, and
Good. Okay, so I will stop the recording, the official call. So be confident and be you.